Good morning, guys. So we finished up our poetry unit since it's now into May, and we're moving into literary essay. Now, I assigned a video for you to watch. Just kind of gives you an overview what a literary essay is. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to talk about vocabulary and are you able to define the words. What I would tell you to do is as I go through them, you might want to pause the video and write down the definitions, because when you're done with this, you're going to have a Google slide where you need to tell me the definition of each thing that I go over. So if you need to pause the video to go get a piece of paper and pencil, you might want to do it now. Okay, so the following words are used by authors of literary essays. You're going to hear the word theme, thesis, the gist of something, literary elements, and literary techniques. So the question is, first of all, what do you know about these words? I want you to take a moment and think about it. You can even pause the video in order to think about what do you know about those words, okay? Now, I know that we're not in school, so you're not going to have what you think it is with a partner. Maybe if you have a dog there, tell your doggy what you think each is, or tell your parents what you think each is, okay? So take a moment to really think, because again, guys, on theme, thesis, gist, literary elements, and literary techniques, I want you to stop and think, what do you remember about those words? Bring it to the forefront of your brain, okay? That's your schema. And then, even if you're wrong, that's okay. All right, so we're going to go over each word. And again, you need to jot down what the definition is. All right, so theme. So theme is the important idea or lesson repeated or developed throughout the text. All right, so the theme, it's what did the character learn? Think about a book that you've read. What did they learn? What can you take out of that and apply to your life? And we've talked about theme before. All right, so thesis. Well, thesis is a sentence that states the main claim and reads as in an essay and is developed in the essay with evidence. And if you remember, go back to our opinion writing, we created a thesis. Chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream for everyone to have. That would be my thesis statement, okay? Or all students should be allowed to have a cell phone in school. And remember, with the thesis statement, we did not give out all of our reasons, because that's when we were doing our opinion essay, our paragraphs supported that. And each one of these we're going to get into when we're doing literary essay. All right, the gist of something. It's just a brief summary of what happened in a story, usually only a few sentences. So if you read a story or passage, you just need to come up with a quick summary. Literary elements, and we've talked about this with writing, okay? It's the elements found in literature. It's your characters, it's your setting, it's your conflict, it's the resolution, it's your plot, it's your theme, it's the mood, the narrator, first person or third person, the turning point, okay? And there's a lot more in there. And literary techniques, well, it's words or phrases author use to develop their reader's understanding and appreciation of the text. Examples are metaphors. We know what metaphors are: similes, alliteration, hyperbole, imagery, personification, repetition. These are just things that authors use. Remember, hyperbole is extreme exaggeration. Alliteration, using the same letter, often in the same sentence. Okay? Imagery is great when we are descriptive writing. Personification, bringing something to life. Right, like a stool or a shoe. And all of these, you should remember what they are because we have talked about them. All right, scholarly voice. It's to write formally without the use of slang or texting lingo, abbreviations, cliches, or contractions, and to use academic language that pertains to a topic. So when we're doing literary essays, you need to remember who your audience is. All right, it's one thing if I'm on my cell phone and I'm texting my daughter, instead of me writing out the word you, Y-O-U, I might just put the letter U. And that's fine with the text because that's my daughter, right? But when you're writing a formal paper, you need to use what we call the scholarly voice, all right? You don't want to do any of those shortcuts. Sentence variety. So another thing to think about is alternating between using simple sentences, compound and complex sentences within a paragraph to keep the reader interested. And again, guys, we've talked about the different type of sentences, okay? You don't want every sentence to be 4 words, all right? So when we go through writing one, you want to think about these different things. All right, so when you're done here, you're then going to go click into the Google Slides and you're going to you're going to write down the definition for these 7 terms. And that's why I said that you might want to make sure you jot them down. Okay, that's all we have for today. All right, guys, miss you. Bye.